Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to this cooperative first-person shooter tower defense game called Band of Defenders. I'm sure all of those genres together sound really cool, or really weird. This is a game where you defend a small area by building turrets and shooting the enemies yourself or with a friend. There's also other things to get into like the leveling system, the items you unlock, and what you actually do in this game. But does Band of Defenders pull off this ambitious combo of being a tower defense and a first-person shooter with co-op? Let's find out. So you start each match like most other tower defense games. You start off with minimal resources and you build your way up. In this case, you start off with a pistol and some money. This game is wave-based, so you spend your money and build towers in between waves. You're able to buy towers, guns, medkits, and some other useful items. Unfortunately, you don't always get enough time when you're in the build phase. I wish you had unlimited time and could just vote to start the next wave. And apparently the enemies are controversial too. A lot of people expected the enemies to attack in a more stable or maze type of way, but realistically they just run straight to you and your towers. If you try to build a maze, you'll have a bad time, but if you get an idea of what I do, then you should be okay. It can be fun trying out and learning different strategies. Some enemies make you learn the hard way and have to switch up your whole strategy, like these damn bombers that try to blow up your towers. Man, I hate those little guys. They made me seriously have to rethink my strategies and how I go about everything. There's always that one enemy that has to be a pain in the ass, but I overall like the enemy variety, even if they run straight towards you. It's a tower defense game. I didn't expect the AI to be that good. Like, who expects good AI in Balloon's tower defense? But one thing I did wish was better is the gunplay. The guns just don't feel that good. They feel clunky and not that smooth. If you aim down sights, they can feel even worse, especially with this assault rifle. Some guns feel better than others, like the ones that actually do damage, and by the way, headshots do a lot of damage. I unlocked this pretty cool assault rifle that does a nice amount of damage, but too bad this scope sucks. Now you want to know the worst part about me having this assault rifle? Don't get me wrong, it's a strong weapon and everything. It's just that it took me about 10 hours to actually get it. Not only that, this is the first gun I unlocked too. Yeah, let me explain the type of grind this game puts you through. So like I said, it took me about 10 hours to get that one assault rifle. Most people quit playing the game after a few hours. You want to know when I unlocked my first new tower? It took me 12 hours of playtime. You want to know how many people completed a single match on the easiest difficulty? About 50%. You want to know how many people reach level 5? 30%. My point is, there's clearly something wrong when it takes you about 10 hours of playtime to unlock your first new items that are supposed to encourage you to keep playing. So why does it take so long to unlock new guns and towers? Because you unlock them in supply crates at random. Isn't that great? Yeah, me getting that assault rifle was totally random, and I still haven't unlocked another gun. Like that gun in the thumbnail, I don't even have that. But don't be too worried because there's actually no microtransactions, which I respect. But it still takes a million years to get the actual things you want, and let me tell you why. So what are the things you actually want in these supply drops? Mostly new guns and new towers, right? You'll also want new upgrades for these towers as well as barricades, healing items, and explosives. And to be fair, I did unlock all the towers within 14 hours and a lot of the other stuff, but like I said, I only unlocked one gun and that's with about 20 hours of playtime. But the reason why it takes so long to get the things you want is because the supply crates are filled with cosmetic bullshit that you don't want. Yeah, sure, there's no microtransactions, but there's so many cosmetic items that you wish there was. No, seriously, I don't know how many items are in this game, but it feels like 2 or 3 items out of 10 are useful, and the other 7 or 8 are just cosmetics. Luckily, you get supply crates from beating a match and leveling up doesn't take too long, but I seriously wish they toned down the supply crates or had a consistent leveling system. At around 20 hours, this is my in-game progress, but I think I could have kept unlocking new items for at least 50 hours. This is all mostly annoying, but can be seen as long-term replayability. Just beware before buying the game. But there are other things to criticize, like the presentation and graphics for this game just isn't the best. I wish the frames were a little better too. I also wish this game was more single player friendly, like you're not able to pause the game, and other little things that tell you this game was definitely more multiplayer or co-op focused. Things like me wishing I could pick one of the maps instead of it being random. There's only 4 maps, which can eventually become a variety problem, especially if you include the random grind. There's nothing wrong with the actual maps they give you in my opinion, but just like the guns, I wish I had more control and access over them. I've spent over 10 minutes trying to play one specific map before. There's also a few difficulties and another game mode. I was only able to beat the game on hard by myself, and I mostly played on medium to consistently win and grind out the game. Each match is like 20 minutes. I feel like I can tell that the game is harder playing solo, which is not a good thing, but I'm not sure because I've never played with anyone. As you might imagine, there can be a range of 0 to 3 people online, and the matchmaking is kinda weird, so I wish it was easier to find those couple of people. I also feel like I need better weapons to play the harder difficulties, but the grind is random and inconsistent. This also affects the other game mode, which is Endless Mode. I didn't play this mode a lot, but I actually really like it because it has a different map and there's a leaderboard. Unfortunately, there's no leaderboard with friends, but you can try to compete with me if you want. There's also achievements to motivate you if that's your thing. Now, I feel like there's something I have to say or admit. Yeah, this isn't the most well-made game. It came out back in 2018 and didn't receive many updates, but despite all the problems, this just has to be your kind of game, you know? And hey, it's my kind of game. Like a tower defense first-person shooter? I lost most people at tower defense. This is a very specific game when it comes to its genres and what it's trying to pull off. This game wouldn't be for most people, but that's what I like about Steam and indie games. I like tower defenses, and I like first-person shooters, so I mostly like this game. Have you ever heard of Sanctum 2 or Orcs Must Die? I'd say Band of Defenders is in the same lane as those games, just not as good. It's funny, even with all this criticism, I'd still be one of the mostly positive reviews on this game, considering only a handful of people reviewed this game. I just don't think this game is as bad if you come in with the right expectations, and if you already know that you would like this type of game. A big factor is also how much you spend on this game. It goes for $13 as of this video, but if you can get this game in a bundle or on sale for around $5 or less, then I'd say it's worth it. There's a decent amount of replayability, and if you have a friend who's also interested, then I imagine this game would be a good time once you get used to everything. But I think that's mostly everything I wanted to say on Band of Defenders. This game isn't perfect, but if it's your type of thing like it was for me, then I'd say it's pretty worth it. It can take a while to get used to everything, like when certain enemies spawn or learning good strategies. Not to name any names, but most of the reviews and videos I saw on this game had terrible strategies, so give it some time, or I just hope you've been paying attention. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was fun playing Band of Defenders, even though most people would disagree with me. It was fun being the rare person and one reviewer to appreciate a game like this. This game was also developed by Alda Games, who also made Killing Room, which I reviewed many months ago. I personally like that game more, so check it out if you're interested. But leave a like if you enjoyed me reviewing this random indie game, and drop a comment telling me what you thought about it. I highly appreciate either kind of support. Don't forget to subscribe if you've been enjoying my videos. Check on the screen to watch some of my other reviews. Thank you guys for being the best kind of viewer and watching the entire video, and I hope to see you guys in another one. Peace.